Hey, what's going on out there, everybody? This is Samuel here representing Team JVS, here to give you guys another review from Tribeca 2022, which we are so happy about. Hopefully you guys go and check out all of our different reviews that we have right now. This is a documentary, Butterfly in the Sky. I'm not going to start singing. I could, but this is a documentary, as the title shows, that you know the song. Everybody should know the song of Reading Rainbow, starring LeVar Burton. And honestly, I'm gonna preface it like this. This is a very short review, but this was such a beautiful, enjoyable, and insightful documentary on, you know, a show that started in 1983, I think ended around 2004, 2006 roughly, spanning around like 26 years, 24 years roughly, that empowered the youth, that empowered me. And there's so many different people that are part of this documentary, people that you'll recognize, like actors, accomplished authors, Jason Reynolds. Like, I mean, there's so many different people that are in this documentary that are talking about the importance of not just, you know, advocating for kids to, you know, want to read books or buy books, but for them to love and enjoy reading books. It was such a really interesting thing to watch because it's about 88 minutes roughly, so about an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 27 minutes. And I kind of was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll watch it because, you know, I want to see LeVar Burton. Like, who doesn't want to see LeVar Burton? Like, if you don't know who LeVar Burton is, you know, if you've seen, you know, Roots, or if you've seen Star Trek, Next Generation, or if you've seen whatever, like, you know, I mean, even Captain Planet, he was Kwame, you know what I'm saying? But most people know LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow. And it was something about the way that Reading Rainbow, to me, I did not watch Sesame Street personally. I watched Read Rainbow though. Like, and it was so strange, and they definitely capture it in the essence of this. This was directed by Bradford, Thomason, and I believe Brett Whitcomb, because they showed a narrative here. It wasn't just going through, you know, the inception, the creation, and the casting, and all this different stuff about how Reading Rainbow came to be. It was more so about what they did, what we're even lacking right now, and what refined a generation of people from this show. And also, like, the model from what the show brought to it. And I think that it transcends the show in and of itself, because I think Jason Reynolds even said it in a quote in this. He was like, there's a lot of different people that can read, you know. There's a lot of people that are charismatic, and, you know. But it was something about the way that the show came about, having somebody like LeVar Burton, you know, reading to them. You made it, you felt like LeVar loved you. You felt like this was a friend. And a lot of people can go and directly connect, like Mr. Rogers, you know. But this is very different because this is something for everyone. This is something for people of color, you know what I mean? And what it did transcends so many different lines, so many different barriers. And it's to watch it also, like, some of the things that they were dealt with, like some of the adversities they dealt with, some of the things that were kind of pushed against them or pivoted because of financial burden or because of things and risks that they took. And I mean, to be fair, when I thought back to it, you know, you would see them bring up a book. You didn't think about the fact, like, where are they at right now? Wow, they're at a volcano, talking about a book about a volcano. Like, and I just, like, you know, LeVar, like, he always would just roll with it, you know. But to see, you know, the process behind it, the love behind it, the willingness to go whatever it takes to get people. I think there was a moment that I don't think I even saw this episode, because at that time I was at a different place. I mean, I was beyond looking at, you know, kid shows, even though I would look at different things. Where they showed LeVar going to New York and talking to the kids about, you know, how they felt about what went down with 9/11. And it shows so much promise to me, because you could tell the kids are dealing with it in their own way and dealing with the pain, but it also showed their endurance and their strength versatility to get past the adversities of the situation. And I think that in and of itself is so refreshing. This is such a beautiful documentary. Whenever you can, wherever it goes, watch it. It's gonna empower you. There's something else that they brought up that drug my memory, is that when I think about anime, right? Anime. What is it about anime, you know, that people go and watch anime and immediately right after watching anime, they want to read the manga, or they watch the manga and then they immediately want to watch the anime? I think that certain foundations that were in this are the same, because what they did was they'd read the book. You'd have like either a kid talking or reading it, or you have like an amazing voice actor reading it. And it would put you in the epicenter of it, right? You feel like you're a part of it. And then you would be like, man, I want to have this myself. I want to reread this again. I want to go through it again. And it's so transformative. And for me, you know, as a director and as an editor and as a critic, you know, I love creating things. I love telling a story and telling a narrative. That is everything. That when somebody can immerse themselves into a moment, and that's what movies do for me. But there's something about this that really clicked in my head. It's like, man, how much of my foundations were built off of me understanding and comprehending being a part of the narrative that's being told in front of me, and daring to believe, daring to create, daring to be a storyteller, you know, and connecting. I think that there's something about this that's so refreshing, that I connect with so much, that, man, it's not just about Reading Rainbow, about what Reading Rainbow did for me and what it did for you, possibly. And yeah, 10 out of 10. I mean, this is a great documentary that you don't want to miss, and I highly recommend you go and check out Butterfly in the Sky. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. I will be back. You have to take my word for it, though.